let's set those goals, those intentions, and manifest like a boss. So we're going to do a step 1 because we're going to clear out the clutter in our minds and bodies. But most of all, Magic Mondays, it's all about coming together, setting our intentions, goals for the week, and also imparting, we hope, some wisdom. And we've got Emily from Quantum Coaching talking our first step. So we're going to do this over the next couple of weeks, and then we'll move on to our next step. So Emily, do you want to introduce yourself and what we're going to do?
Hi Sophie, hey guys, so I'm Emily, Quantum Coach. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking you through a manifestation process. So it's the clear, connect, create process. So the first 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to work on clearing away clutter. So that could be mind clutter or environmental clutter. So mind clutter, that is those fears and doubts and resistances that keep us from taking the actions towards our goals. Now, they run really, really subtly, kind of from the subconscious. They run in the background of our lives, and we very often don't know they're there, and they can be really, really tricky to identify. So in order to bring them to our conscious awareness, I'm going to give you a little exercise to do that will hopefully make these beliefs, thoughts, resistances come to the surface and be identified. So what I would like everyone to do is create a perfect day scenario. So make some time in your day just to sit and ponder for 10-15 minutes about what your perfect day would look like. So the reason I say perfect day is because it gives it a little bit of structure, a little bit of content, a little bit of context. So walk yourself through your perfect day. What time are you getting up? How do you feel when you get up? What are some of the things that you do? Where are you working? How are you getting there? How are you showing up? What do your interactions look like? How sorry, I got a little bit distracted then. What do your interactions look like, and how do you feel in these relationships? Take yourself from morning all the way through the day. Like we said, this is the clearing part of the process. So what will probably happen is you'll get a lot of, I can't do X, Y, Z, or I can't have X, Y, and Z. Maybe it will show up as I'm too whatever it is, or I'm not enough whatever it is. What we'd like you to do with those is just jot them down. Just write them down on a piece of paper. Give this a heading as BS that holds me back from my desired life. BS, we all know what BS stands for, but in this case, it stands for belief systems, because our personality creates our personal reality, and all our personality is a collection of beliefs, opinions, attitudes that are formed throughout our life events, social situations, family, peers, colleagues, all that sort of stuff. So to change our personal reality, we need to have a look at our personality. So you're going to give it a heading, BS stuff that holds me back from my desired life, and write all those resistances down. You're going to own it. You're going to write, I believe, but look at it objectively. Don't overly attach emotionally. If you do feel like you're getting some strong emotions coming up, whether that's fear, disappointment, sadness, frustration, reach out into the group. And me and Sophie, we're here to support you guys. We'll talk you through it. We can give you some little tips and exercises just to help you sort of navigate those emotions. and help you get through the next week of bringing all this old stuff up to the surface so that we can see clearly what it is exactly that's holding you back. And then next week, we're going to work on clearing it all away and creating that space to connect with your future self and create that beautiful life that you deserve to have. So that's the process, and that's your homework.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. And what I love about our sessions of life coaching, money manifestations, and most of all, it's about leaping into a new version of yourself and living your ideal life. And I think so many of us are held back by shackles of our past subconscious beliefs that have held us back and hold us back daily. And our energy is stifled when we're not at peace or within ourselves. And that's what I love, is this is an opportunity to leap forward, to not always like, oh, I feel like this. It's like we can focus on this future and this future perfect day, this future ideal self, but actually live that in the present. It's not just this distant dream.
Yeah, that's it. And that's what we'll be working on in the coming weeks, actually bringing that future life, that future version into your now reality. But let's say, for example, Sophie, you had a room in your house that was just filled with all this clutter, all this old junk, but you needed maybe an office space or a little gym space. But actually, when you were in that room, you're just consumed by all this clutter, and you can't see the potential this room actually has. You can't get to work on creating because you're distracted and directed by all this clutter. The first thing you would do is go through all your stuff and get rid of anything you don't need, want, or use. And then you'd go through the rest of the stuff and actually, is this stuff serving you? Is it going to create an office space or a gym space? If not, then it's going to go. So eventually we end up with this room that actually supports what we want it to do. And that's basically what we're doing with the mind, is we're getting rid of all that old stuff in order to make room for creation and possibility. So the clearing process is really important. It's often quite uncomfortable for people because we basically have to look at the stuff that holds us back and take responsibility for it. But there's so much power in that. Once we've got a grasp on it, we have the conscious choice as to what we do with it.
And I think that's the thing, because sometimes it's about being present even in the painful thoughts and the painful emotions. And actually it's those times that we need to find our kind of inner peace and our inner strength that we can.
And knowing that we're doing the work for the betterment of ourselves and the other people around us, knowing that it's purposeful work. It is just clearing old stuff away. And although, you know, tapping into these old beliefs and stuff and identifying them can bring up some of the associated emotions, it's important for people to remember in the time that nothing bad is actually happening. So even though they might feel sad or low or disappointed, it's nothing bad is actually happening in the moment. It's a good thing. It's brought to the surface. You can see it for what it is and then choose what to do with it. It's a really powerful process, really cathartic.
Yeah, 100%. And I think I'd love everyone to just comment below with their stuff if they feel comfortable to, or just keep it to yourself. But most of all, check in next week so that you are accountable, but also you know that we're here. You can comment below, or you can message at Quantum Coaching or myself at the Sparkle Coach. And most of all, just manifest our purpose. And just to finish off, Emily, what would you say those people, I was fairly new to manifesting and I was like, oh no, it's not for me. I like hard stuff, and actually it is hard, like fact, like stuff. I do love it.
Yeah, I think with manifesting, people tend to fall into two camps, where they either think it's kind of woo-woo, non-tangible stuff that you can kind of have a go at, but nothing ever really happens. Or you've got your hardcore manifestors that know it's based on science, it's based on quantum physics. This stuff actually works. It does work. When it's done, there is a proper formula to it. So when it's done correctly, you actually start seeing the results. And we'll definitely talk a lot more about the signs to look out for, to know that we're becoming aligned and we're starting to manifest. Because it's not necessarily that we're going to go from where we are to manifesting a new car or mansion or whatever it might be. You know, we start off small and become grateful for the small manifestations. And then we recognize what we're actually doing, how we're influencing our lives, and we can replicate that on bigger and bigger scales. It's all very exciting stuff, and I can't wait to share more with people.
Yay.
But let's get clearing that old crap away first.
Yeah, let's. And what does BS stand for again? Belief system.
Belief systems.
Clear away your old belief systems and that clutter. Thank you so much. Good luck, everyone.
Very
Let us know
welcome.
how you're getting on. Send you all so much peace. Come on, Emily, you'll have to do the love
Thank
over
you.
Zoom. Love. Join my love heart. There we are. Love to you all. And shimmies. You don't have to shimmy, but you know, you can sparkle. See you later, squats and sparklers. Bye.
Bye.